Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Tonight's date is July 8th, 2026. It is a Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday. Hey, Laurel, she says, sounds good, looks good. You noticed I didn't screw up the intro that time. I didn't screw it up. I got it right. Tonight's coffee is caramel macchiato from New England. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It is not caramel macchiato tonight. Tonight is chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts. That's right, chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts. Those who follow me on Facebook, they know it was probably going to be that tonight. It is delicious. And the reason it is tonight's coffee, besides the fact that it's delicious, is the missus had the week off. I don't think I told folks that. The missus has the week off. She was off since last Friday. So she had Friday and then the weekend off, and then she'll be off until Sunday night. Monday she goes back to work, but so she'd been doing stuff. One of her things that she wanted to get done this week was she wanted to tackle the freezers. So that's what she did. She tackled the freezers, and during that process, lo and behold, we got three of them. We got the kitchen freezer. It's a standard small freezer. Small refrigerator. Then we have the stand-up freezer, and we've had that for ages. We've carried that around with us. Looks like a refrigerator, but with just one big door. And she's old as hell. But she works. So we got that one. And then we got the chest freezer. And that's a big old chest freezer. So we got the three freezers. So she was sorting through them. She was figuring stuff out and throwing away. You know, you find out if you get freezers, you find out it's like, oh shit, this has been in here for 4 years. What the hell? So she's been cleaning them out and reorganizing. She got her some new basket thingies with handles, and that's pretty cool. And we took the stand-up freezer, and that's going to be our ice cream freezer and our ice cube freezer and just some odds and ends. It ended up being like our vegetables and stuff like that, but it had stuff in there for ages. And we ain't had ice because we don't have an ice maker. There's an ice maker in our refrigerator freezer, but it's not connected to water because whoever put that in, it's an old one. They never hooked up to water because you'd have to plumb a line, and they never did that. What we used to do is we used to freeze ice in ice trays and drop them in the cube storage thing, and we just stopped doing that. Why? I have no idea. So I'll get back to that later. Get back to the coffee. So in our kitchen freezer, in the back, it had worked its way to the back of the freezer, was a dang near full. I think it's only like 2 scoops out. Dang near full bag of chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts. So it's like, yes. We keep our coffee in our kitchen freezer. Most of it's on the door, and then we got containers that are in the front of everything else that's in there. So that's what we have there. But let's get back to the ice cubes. I was like, man, it's been a hot summer. Like, I miss ice. I need some ice. And we've been talking for years of getting an ice maker. You been shopping for an ice maker? Holy shit. You're talking about $150, $200, $300, $450, $500 for an ice maker. Now you can get them, about $60, and they'll make like 6 to 8 cubes at a time. And it'll take about 6 to 8 minutes. And it's like, fuck that. For $60? No, I'll find some spot in my my freezer. So yeah, Laurel says they're ridiculous. They are. I was like, there's no way. Really? That much for something that just makes ice? So we've cleaned up the stand-up freezer, and that's in the mudroom next to the chest freezer, and she got that all thawed out and stuff like that. I mean, we have to de-thaw that a lot because the seal on the door doesn't work so well. So of course you get ice build up, whatever. It's like a glacier. So she got that all cleaned up, and we started making ice. And she bought a bunch of new ice trays. We're going to get some more ice trays. We got room for trays and trays. And then she puts them in the the gallon freezer bags. So as soon as they're frozen, she puts them in the gallon freezer bags, and we have our ice in our freezer bags. And I tell you what, I love iced tea, but room temperature iced tea is it's like syrup. It's not refreshing. It does not cool you off. But I tell you what, you put that in my thermos with a bunch of them ice cubes. Oh my goodness! I was like a little kid again. It's like, holy crap. Laurel says she looked a few years ago and was surprised at how much they cost. Yeah, some things have come down. You can get stuff that used to be through the roof at decent prices now, but not ice makers. Not ice makers. I'm waiting for a kegerator to come down in price, because I'd really like a kegerator. Now, I've said this before. This is why for me a kegerator would be, aside from the initial investment, would be the ideal for me. Number one, I like cold beer. They keep beer cold. Number two, for my meal, the ideal amount of beer for me to drink during the normal meal is 1.5 cans of beer, because that's what fills up my beer glass. When properly filled, it's 1.5 cans of beer. Now, I'll drink 2 cans, but it's about a half a can too much. It's, you go past it and you go, man, I could have stopped at 1.5. That would have been just enough. So a kegerator for me would make the most sense, because I could just pour 1 glass of beer at a time and get the right amount that I want, and that's it. No waste, and it's cheaper. So someday I'll have a kegerator. But we're back to having ice, and we've been having ice and everything. The kids came over on Monday, because our youngest, her birthday was on Monday. So in our household, the tradition is birthday folks get to decide the meal. So she's like, yeah, we had teriyaki salmon last week, and she had heard about that. She's like, oh, I want some teriyaki salmon. Like, okay, we weren't in the mood for it, so we made her and her feller teriyaki salmon. And to go with that, I had New York strip steak, and then I sliced it up into thin slices, so it plates better that way. New York strip steak, roasted taters, and asparagus was for dinner. I was like, oh, that was good. Oh, and shrimp. Sorry, shrimp. Oh, we've been using this honey barbecue rub. It's a chicken and pork rub. Oh, it's honey sweet, and it's got a bunch of goodies in it, and it's got a bit of a zing to it, and it is absolutely perfect on shrimp. It's like, oh, makes the shrimp almost taste like good scallops when you have them. They're sweet. Oh man, since we've been doing it this way, I ain't missed the scallops, and you can get shrimp dirt cheap. Scallops cost out the ass, But we've been enjoying that. So that's what we had. The scallops, strip steak. They had all of that, and with their teriyaki salmon, roasted potatoes, and asparagus, and beer. Then for dessert, we had a chocolate cream pie thing. I don't know, something like that. It was okay. It's good stuff. So that's what we had on Monday. Oh man, this coffee is good. Chocolate covered strawberries, Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna take my time with it. I ain't gonna have it very often because we can't replace it. We found another strawberry one out there, and it's okay. It's not as good as this. And the other strawberry one we have, that's a limited edition from that company too. It's crazy. Laurel says, good birthday dinner. It was a good birthday dinner. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, her normal is ribs. She has me do ribs for her. That's her normal. But we'll cook up anything. Doesn't matter what. It's like birthday people, they get to decide the menu and we cook it up. Yeah. So it was good. Put the wax on the Red Beauty today. Put the wax on it. Was going to put it on it tomorrow. But I'm like, hey, weather goddess. The missus, I always ask. I can find out. It's on my phone. It's what we do. I say, what's the weather going to be like? And I let her tell me. And she's like, yeah, Thursday's supposed to be blah, blah, blah. Low chance of rain, if any. Friday, there's a 60% chance of rain. It's like, yeah, I wanted to go out on Friday with it. It's like, no, I ain't gonna play with it. So looks like tomorrow I'll be out. Thinking maybe Massabesic. Hit the backside of Massabesic. It's fairly calm. Pretty. Excuse me. Oh, coffee. So we'll give her run. I ain't put it up on the truck yet. That's going to be she's a heavy canoe. Now I can lift her. That's not a problem. It's basically if you can get it up on your shoulders, that's not a problem. But she's a 16-footer fiberglass, and she's heavy. She's heavy. I mean, she's not overly heavy for fiberglass, but she's heavy. She's probably about, I don't know, 85, 90 pounds, something like that. Total weight. So, like I said, if I can get it up on my shoulder, and of course you can. There's a lot of different ways of getting her up on your shoulders. Sometimes they roll them on their hip and then they pop them up. Then others you go on the tip and you roll the tip over and then you walk up. That's probably what I'm going to do. And then when it's up there, then it's fine. Then I just have to lean it back and get it up on the rear rack and then just walk it up. So it's not a problem. Laurel says that we had rain today. Wasn't supposed to arrive until 5. Surprised the kids as it hit while they were returning from getting a trailer load of hay. Not happy. I'd imagine. We've had rain every day this week, but it's been quick. Just enough to get shit wet. We never had any. It's not like real rain. Just enough to get shit wet. Oh, and the studio's not doing too bad. Before dinner, I put the AC in the studio window, and I turned it on high. And then when it was 7:30, when I came in to get things ready for the show, I turned it off, and I just turned on the fan. It's not as cool as it was, but it was way better than the last show, which was last Wednesday. Oh, my God. It was hot. It was hot here in the studio. It's like, oh hell no, I ain't sweating now. It's been hotter for me here, but I ain't sweating. Could be cooler, but I ain't sweating. So did the job. I think in the past I've even run it during the show. I could do that, maybe turn it on low. I don't think it's going to make that big of a deal on the mic. But yeah, before dinner I went out and I put the boat wax, McGuire's boat wax. Put McGuire's on it. Carnauba marine wax. Put it on it. Went inside. Sat down. And the missus is like, you want some help? You know, with the canoe? And she hasn't done anything up to this point. It's not her project. And I'm like, no, I can get it. I just need to wipe it off. She's like, are you sure? I thought I'd help. And I'm like, no, by all means. I got an extra rag for you. Just come on out. So after I was inside for about 10, 15 minutes, it's enough for it to haze over. It's fine. Went outside and waited for her, and she came out, and I'd already started buffing one side. Gave her the rag, and she went to town on her side, and I did my side, and then I followed her up on her side, and I said, you can go and wipe down my side too. It's good enough. It doesn't hurt anything, because you might have missed something, so by all means, just keep rubbing it down. So she's nice and slick. I think she deepened the color a little bit too. I'm not sure. Could be an optical exclusion. But yeah, she's looking good. I think the last picture I posted up for folks, the picture didn't even have. I don't know if they had the tape on the gunnel still. Yeah. Let me bring this up. That was the last picture I posted up, and see, you can see the blue paint, the tape here. It's painter's tape. It was supposed to protect the gunnels from paint. I did still end up getting some on, so I had to sand it down, and it came off fine. But see, this has the blue painter's tape on it. So I posted up this today, and there she is. You can see nice aluminum gunnels on there. She looks fine. But yeah, she all buffed up with the McGuire's marine carnauba wax. From bow to stern. Port to starboard. Gunnel to gunnel. What else is nice? Yeah, she is. She's looking pretty. There's flaws. You can't see them in the picture, and when you're walking by, you don't notice them either. It's only when you get up close. It's like, okay, but yeah, she's fine. And I'll be. See here. I'll be sitting. Let's go here. Come back in here. I'll be sitting. Let's see here. This is normally where you sit, right here. This is the stern. The seat's smaller, and you're sitting back there. And this right up here is just past the center forward. This is your forward passenger seat, your other person's seat. And I could still sit back here in the bow, and it'd be fine, except for I'm north of 200, so the nose is gonna be out of the water a bit. That's not ideal. So normally with a tandem like this, what you do is if it's a symmetrical boat, and this one is you go backwards, and you use this center seat as your solo seat, and it's really wide. It's really wide. So what I usually use, I'll sit to the right a little bit, or I'll alternate from kneeling in here and heeling it. So she'll be on her side and sitting on the seat and heeling it a bit on her side. And this canoe actually tracks nicer because it's got that keel on the bottom, a hard keel. And most canoes nowadays do not have a hard keel like that. They are better for tracking. It's almost like having a skeg. They're better for tracking, but they're not so good if the current takes you and runs you up against a log or a rock, because it can get caught on that keel instead of the canoe sliding over it. So there's advantages and disadvantages. Another advantage is it makes the bottom more rigid from bow to stern. Good coffee. Oh, damn, this is good coffee. But like I said, most modern canoes, they do not run keels on them like that. So like I said, I'll be running this. The back is now going to be the front, and the front is going to be the back. But this seat's about where, if it was a solo canoe, that's about where the seat would be anyways. Like, you've seen my canoe. Well, they're both my canoes. You've seen my Phoenix. And, I mean, it's right there. I'm sitting damn near in the center of the boat. I'm just rear of the center. So, pretty similar seating position. Pretty similar. But I ain't been in that canoe for over 30 years. Over 30 years. The last time I'd been in that canoe, hell yeah, good bit over 30. Because the last time I'd been in that canoe is I was in the military, and I was home on leave. I was taking a bit of a vacation, and I took it out once. That's when I told you my buddy flipped it, getting into it. It was that time. So yeah, and it's been sitting for decades out in the sun baking. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So it's going to be an interesting time. She handled great, really stable boat, except for if you're getting in and out of it, as is characteristic for canoes. For me, getting into my new canoe is actually easier because it's narrower. It's easier for me to just get right into it. The Lincoln, she wider. And since I'm not getting in at the stern like I normally would on a canoe that big, it makes getting it in a little bit more tippy off the start. So it'll be fine. And then get settled in and take her out. Just nice casual. I'm pretty sure we got some macaroni salad, chicken macaroni salad. I'm going to take that for lunch. And my iced tea with ice in it. By golly. Oh, I'm telling you, we're just loving it. Oh, yeah. And the kids came over on Monday. And the little one, the missus told her, yeah, we got ice in the freezer over there. You can go get it. She ran and got herself a big glass, and then she filled it with ice and grabbed one of my fairies and poured it in it, and she had a grand old time. Have the camera rolling when you get in it? Not a chance. And it's not, look, it's not that I'm embarrassed. I don't play that game. I make things. No. Look, I don't have to fucking record anything. I have to set the camera up. I have to be there. I'm not playing that freaking, no. I set it up. It's clicked it'll be clicked to the yoke on this. Get out in the water. And when I'm stable, which doesn't take me long, and I've chosen the correct paddle, then I turn the camera on and then we go. That's how all the videos go. All these guys, and you go, oh yeah, and they show them going down the road and they show them the shore shots. It's like, yeah, because they have to get out. They have to set the camera up. Then they have to do this. Then they have to go back and get the camera. Nah, fuck it. I ain't getting paid. Bringing the camera along as it is upsets the tranquility of me being out on the water anyways. So it's just I don't make a dime off of sharing me out there on the water. So no, it's going to be the same as it always is. You'll probably see a picture of the canoe before it goes in. Then you'll see as I'm paddling off from inside the canoe. It's going to be just like any other time. Like I said, I ain't getting paid. If I got paid, yeah, we'll do full production value. Fuck, I'll set up 2 cameras. Don't give a shit. I ain't getting paid. Plus, it's about me being out on the water. Tranquility. the least things that get in the way. The last time, and I recorded at the other lake. I got to admit, it would have been a better time if I wasn't recording. Recording takes away from my enjoyment of being out there. So much easier just going, putting the canoe in the water, going and just not talking, not thinking about changing the canoe, changing the angle over here and going up there and showing that over there. And just go out there and enjoy yourself. But I do it for y'all. I do it so other people can come with me, but I'm only doing it to it. No, I'm not going to show me getting into the canoe. No, except if I'm getting paid for it. Yeah, I don't get paid for my videos. Laurel says, I like listening to the water and the paddle drip. Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. Yeah, it's soothing. It's ASMR. So, I don't mind. I don't mind sharing, and I know what people get out of it, so I'm happy to do it. But there's limits. It's not you look at some people's kayaking videos and canoeing videos, and they're you can see them out paddling, and then you can, and it's like, look, I'm not doing a documentary. Just as if you were sitting in the canoe with me. You're seeing what I'm seeing, except for I'm not moving my head. But yeah, I'm happy to do it for folks. Where's everybody? Yeah, and the picture on my on my page. Let's go here. See this one right here. That, you see, no camera. That was just me and my youngest out there and enjoying the day. That's generally how I do it. Generally how I do it. Laurel says, I've seen the reeds that make me laugh when they tip over into the canoe. Oh, the reels that make me laugh when they tip over. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, I laugh too. Like I said, knock on wood. And, all things being the same, I ain't going to be tipping again tomorrow either. Getting in and out is the most dangerous time in a canoe. It always amazes me that when people tip out in the lake or out in the river, it's like, what the hell were you doing? It's normally when they're moving around. They think they're going to just stand up and walk around. You can sort of if you're really experienced, but no. Stay low. 3 points of contact. 2 hands, 1 foot, 2 hands, an ass, 3 points of contact. 1 hand, 2 feet, till you get where you need to be. Keep low center of gravity, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Keep your head down. You'll be fine. Old Henry. I saw that the other day. Old Henry. I got to admit, I'm a bit disappointed. The movie kind of sucked. I was hoping for so much better. Old Henry is the new Billy the Kid movie. It's about, they thought he had died, but he had went and he was in another state and he raising a family, and then his wife had died, and you catch it after his wife had died, him raising his son, and then yeah. Hey, it wasn't bad. It just I was hoping it was going to be better. The acting was not really that good. They couldn't have spent a whole lot of money on it, though, because there was only a handful of people in the whole movie. I mean, that's fine, but in my opinion, if you're going to have only a few people in the movie, you best make it pretty dang good, you know? Yeah. I like some of the actors in it. That's fine. The lead actor is pretty good. I don't know whether he was the right choice for it, but they made it work. Did you hear about old Henry? I mean, it's okay if you got some time to kill. If I went to a movie theater to see it, I'd be pissed off. Yeah, it's on Netflix right now. Let's see here. Old Henry. Trace Atkins was in it. And I've talked about him as well. He ain't a good actor. I mean, he did okay, but Old Henry. Tim Blake Nelson played Billy the Kid. He plays Old Henry. It's him right here. Let's go big. We go big, eh? Oh. Old Henry. Oh, Appaloosa. Appaloosa was a hell of a lot better than Old Henry was. The Salvation, never heard that. The Normal, don't know what that is. Let's see if we can find a preview. Old Henry trailer. Oh, it's been around for a long time. I thought it was a new movie. I guess it's an older movie. This is 2021. Old Henry trailer 4 years ago. Was this one here? Let's see what we got here. Lied about dating an Amazon. No, I don't need that. Get out here. We go. No, come on now.
Why'd you settle here? Up at dawn, working the crops, rain or shine.
You'll discover there's worse arrangements.
Paul's a good man, Wyatt.
I ain't him.
Stop fretting about it.
You know I saw what's in the back of that closet.
I've done things I wish I could take back. Best go look for the rider.
Is he alive?
Barely.
What do you think happened? Some kind of shootout?
Stay here and keep an eye on him.
Who the hell are you?
My pa found you.
Well, go fetch him.
Okay, put a little pause on there. We've detected a video streaming someone else. It may be, what'd they say? Exempt channels from content claims. These features, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Shut up. So there we go. Now we're going to bring it back on again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You gotta think long and hard on what you got yourself into.
Funny, I was about to tell you the same thing.
Riders.
There gonna be 3 of them.
I'm Sheriff Sam Ketchum. We've been scouting for a man on the run. He's dangerous.
They ain't lawmen. They bank robbers.
We last
But yeah, that's it. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get a damn strike. They took down my damn video the other time. Little bastards. Yeah, it's a movie. You go, hey, it looks interesting. God's honest truth. What you saw was as interesting as it gets. It's it. They didn't hold nothing back. That's it. Mediocre acting. Kind of a sketchy plot. You know, it's whatever. It's fine. I was hoping for more. It's entertaining. It is. Like I said, if you got an hour and a half to watch it. You know, it's fine. If you're going to pay movie prices now to see it in a theater, I'd be pissed off. Yeah, the trailer hits all the good parts. No, exactly. And I stopped it before because they also show him the killing Trace Adkins, which is supposedly Billy's brother-in-law. I mean, yeah, everything that all of the major parts in the movie, the trailer hits it. That's it. The only thing that you're going to see watching the movie is stitching it together, and it's boring stitching it together. Yeah. It'd have been more interesting if they did like flashbacks and, you know, other stuff and they didn't. They sort of do at the very beginning, but yeah. Yeah. There's a couple parts that are like, yeah, that's okay, and then it's like, that's it. That doesn't get. That's like, oh gee, you're gonna like. Spoiler alert. He puts on his old hat and he puts on his own gun rig and stuff like that, and he steps out and stuff like that. And it's like you're like, oh, and he's just gonna. It's like, no, it doesn't happen the way you think it's gonna happen. I'm like, what the fuck? Ah. But yeah, I'd give it a 3-star, 3 out of 5. If it's from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 3.5, 4 maybe. You know me though. I'm rough. I'm rough on things. Other people love me, and it's like, no. I expect a lot from my movies. They could have done other things like, look, they had to go in for supplies. They never show him doing that. They just don't. yes, it shows the life of a man that lives out in the middle of nowhere. And he chose his location well. You can't see it from a distance. The bad guys point this out. It's like, oh, it's an interesting location. You know, it's you got everything, but you can't really see it from a distance. It's kind of until you get up here. Well, yeah, because he was hiding. But yeah, it's. I wanted so much more. I like my westerns. Magnificent Seven was better with Denzel Washington. Yeah, that was a good remake. I'd say it holds itself up to the original. Yul Brynner's. They're different movies from different times, but for the times, I'd say they both hold up well. Have you seen the Magnificent Seven? Laurel says, "Oh, kind of like when we watch an American, we watch The American, a George Clooney movie. The best part was when he actually died at the end. You keep waiting for the good parts. Like, where's it going to be? And even the shootout wasn't even very good. You want to see a good shootout? That's you go to like Open Range. Open Range has an awesome shootout. This, no. Spoiler alert: he kills everybody, but it's not. It ain't like Open Range. Open Range, that's a good shootout. Magnificent Seven, good shootout. Magnificent Seven's a good movie. This one, it was lukewarm at its hottest. Even when they shoot Trace Adkins, you'd think it's got to be. It's like, no, it was tepid. Laurel says, not sure about the Magnificent Seven. I suck at remembering titles. Oh, which one don't you know? The original one or the new one? The original one had Yul Brynner, and the new one has Denzel Washington playing the same part as Yul Brynner. He's the guy that's gathering the seven. It's seven wasn't how much there's just that's how many they ended up with. The storyline is a town is being overrun by banditos, and the town gathers their money together to hire people to protect their town from the banditos. So Yul Brynner goes out and he finds his guys, and in the new one it's Denzel Washington, and he goes out and he finds his guys, and they go to the town and they save the town from the banditos. So you don't know that one? Oh shit! You got two movies to watch: the original Magnificent Seven and the remake. Again, both great movies. Two totally different movies because they're from two different times. She goes, yes, I do. Yes, you do what? Oh, you remember them? Oh, yes, you do got to watch them. Yeah, good movies. And it's one of those ones, you got to watch both of them. Yeah, you have to watch both of them. It doesn't matter which one you watch first. They're both good, but they're good in different ways. The original one was more serious. The new one has Denzel Washington, it has Chris Pratt in it, and you know Chris Pratt. I mean, he's a great actor, but he's funny. Chris Pratt's in it. There's a lot of name. One of the guys plays in a cop show. He's a kind of a fat cop dude. Whatever. Let me see if I can pull up the cast of the Magnificent Seven. Stop it. Let's go over here. There we go. Over here. Okay, here we go. internet on? The Magnificent Seven. See, you've got Denzel here, and you've got Chris Pratt here, and you got this Asian dude, but he's pretty famous, kind of a young Indian dude, and this is the what the hell's his name? Ethan Hawke. There's Ethan Hawke in it, and this guy in the back is the one that played the crazy guy. Okay, yeah. So we got Vincent D'Onofrio. He plays Jack Thorne. You know Vincent D'Onofrio. Here he is, right here. He played the Pyle in Full Metal Jacket. And he plays a police detective in a detective series. Hey, Judy, welcome to the show. But yeah, they had a good cast. Great cast. Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, Chris Pratt, Haley Bennett, Vincent D'Onofrio, Martin Semensier, whatever, I don't even know what he is. Peter Sarsgaard, Lee Byung-hung, yes, Hun, he's the Asian dude. But yeah, they had a shit ton of Luke Grimes, yeah, he he plays one of the sons in Yellowstone. He was in it. So yeah, they had a shit ton of names in that movie. How about Judy? Judy, have you seen the new Magnificent Seven, the remake with Denzel Washington playing the main character? You haven't? Oh, shit. Have you seen the original with Yul Brynner? Yes. Okay. Okay. At least you got one out of the two. Laurel hasn't seen either of them. I told her she got to see both of them. And yeah, if you like the Magnificent Seven with Yul Brynner, you got to see the new one with Denzel. It's not the same movie. It is. It's the same basic plot, but it's not. It's made for modern times. It's different, and it's got Chris Pratt in it. So of course it's got some of his classic comedy in it. But yeah, great movie. Yeah, I'll watch anything with Denzel. I'll sit and I'll watch Denzel reading the back of a Cheerios box. He's one of my favorite guys. I haven't seen everything that he has done, but everything that I have seen, I've thoroughly enjoyed him in it. Even if I thought the movie was, he does a great job. Denzel's my man, and he is a great guy. And he is a great guy. Super conservative, very realistic. He gave a commencement speech some years ago at some university. If you can find it, I'm sure if you Google Denzel Washington commencement speech, fucking go and watch it. It's great. Here's one thing. Here's the thing about Denzel that a lot of people you may not know this. And as soon as I tell you, you go, "Oh, you're fucking right." Did you know? Judy saw that it was awesome. It was awesome. It was a great commencement speech. Denzel Washington has never had a white love interest in any of his movies or roles. Never. And you go, well, that seems a little racist. It's like, it's not. I saw Denzel interviewed about it, and they pointed that out. Yeah, he doesn't have none of his love interest. Now he has friends, and he plays off of white females in some of the movies, but he has no female love interests in any of his white female love interests in any of his movies. And he was asked about that, and he goes, it's just his base demographic would not find that appealing, because he knew what his base demographic was black females. He was a black lead. So he has just not done any roles that tarnish the branding. He has nothing against white people. He just knows what makes money. And he says it wouldn't make money. So it just wouldn't, it would not appeal to his target audience and his base demographic. So it's something that he just avoids doing. And why do it if you don't need to do it? See, this is what gets me. Most of the biracial couples in movies are forced. It's not natural. No, he is a smart man. And again, it has nothing to do with racism. It just has to do with he knows his demographic. He knows his branding. He knows he's popular across the spectrum. Why fuck it up for any reason? He doesn't lose any popularity by not having a white woman as his love interest. But he would lose popularity by doing it. So he's like, why do it? And that's a smart move. And like I was saying, if you think of all the movies, you start watching a movie and you go, and then you see the lead couple, you see the lead person, whether it's a guy or a girl, right? And then they show their partner and it's another ethnicity. Tell me if you don't go, well, yeah, fucking that figures. You may do an outward eye roll, but you definitely do an inner eye roll because it's forced. It's like, no, hey, no signal. What the hell? You guys getting my signal here? Scooby-Doo. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can. I got no signal. Why the hell do I got no signal? We're seeing what you are. What's that? Let's see here. Can y'all see this? This still going on? Let's see here. Two three. No signal. I have no idea why there's no signal. Okay, it says no signal, but you can hear me. Well, this is freaking weird. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, hold on. I'm going to restart my camera and see whether that's the problem. That's just weird. 1, 2, 1, 2. See, I'm back. There we go. Get my dang ears in. What the hell? Oh, dang rubber thing fell off the... I hate that when that happens, that son of a mother. Bear with me for half a second. I'm going to take my earpiece off the other one. And rubber piece. You know, it's bad enough it gets stuck in your ear. It's another thing. It's a... falls off and falls someplace. There we go. I can hear myself again. Dang it. Okay. See, now I get all situated again. Okay, here we go. I think we're set. Judy says what the hell? Stop it. Judy says, I got a notice from Facebook that you canceled the show, but it was from Sunday. Yeah, that's weird. I canceled it Sunday. Yeah, you see that glitch there? It just glitched in and out. Have no idea what the hell that is. Can't be overheating. But whatever. We'll still go with it, and we'll see how it works. But okay. Laurel says, we're seeing what you are. What do you mean? We're talking about when when you turn on a movie and stuff like that, and you find out it's like... Laurel says the same screen. Oh, yeah, it just flashed on and off. That's loss of signal. The camera's losing signal. Oh, this is good. Chocolate covered. Chocolate covered. Strawberries. Chocolate covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts. But yeah. It's like, really, that's what you're going to do. Now mixed race couples, they're not uncommon. I got two daughters that chose fellers of a different persuasion, ethnically. But it's not common. Most of the couples that you see, they're because in-group preference is normal. It's normal. But what they've been doing on TV and movies for a long time, is the same way as they pushed that divorce was natural and gay couples were natural, and now mixed races, they lead to pepper the psyche. They prime the pump. When it's not, they make it seem like, again, if people thought that the United States was the way they see it in movies or TV, they're going to be aptly disappointed, because it ain't. It ain't. Oh yeah, there's trannies everywhere. It's like, no, there's not. I mean, they're there, but you won't notice them. Why? You notice them. You notice them like because you notice them. You don't notice the 50 billion other people around them that's not. It's clutter blindness. You don't notice what's the vast majority. You notice the things that aren't. So you think that there's more of them that are. It's not. But that's that. But okay. So where were we? Again, we can move on. We can move on to something else too. Scooby-Doo. Hit my social medias. And somebody, this is what gets me too. Most of the tribes were nomadic, so they didn't own any land. Well, that's fucking horseshit. That is fucking horseshit. And somebody says, at one time, maybe most of the nomadic tribes are wiped out by the territorial tribes when they warred on their. No, bullshit, bullshit. Here's the facts about Native Americans. Native Americans were just like Central and South Americans, except for one point. In the plains Indians, because game was not concentrated, the Plains Indians were nomadic or semi-nomadic. East Coast, West Coast, Northern, Southern, they weren't fucking nomadic. They weren't nomadic. The Navajo weren't nomadic. The Apache were not nomadic. The Seminoles weren't nomadic. The Iroquois were not nomadic. The Algonquin were not nomadic. I could keep naming tribes all day long that weren't nomadic. They didn't need to be nomadic because the environment that they lived in did not require them to move. And then they fought over territory. The idea, just like Indian war dresses, headdresses, that was a Plains Indian thing. Most of the stuff like jewelry are Plains and Southwestern Indian. And they're made by Indians all over the country now and sold in trade shops. And that's not the jewelry they wore. Moccasins did not look like the same thing all over the country. Their attire was not the same. Hell, I've already gone over this. The Indians in the Northwest used to wear reed-style woven hats, sort of like Asian hats. You know, the ones that look like a triangle thing. And their clothes weren't made out of leather. They were made out of linen. Well, why? Because leather rotted. It's a rainforest. So people have this huge misconception of Indians in general. They didn't all look the same. They didn't all speak the same language. They didn't all have the same creation story. They were not a fucking monolith. They were a bunch of tribes, and most of the tribes hated each other. And there were tribes that were perfectly fine with the white people coming in because they weren't substantially interfering with their game. White men weren't moving into Indian territories and pushing them out of their homes. It didn't happen that way. They lived alongside. Indians lived in towns. Some of the biggest towns, pre-European settlement towns, which go way fucking back to BC times, in like Pennsylvania and Tennessee, huge, where there was tens of thousands of homes in cities. They weren't traveling all over the place. So, you know, this idea that, they didn't think they owned the land. They didn't understand the concept of ownership because some fucking retard back in the day made that claim. It's like bullshit. They sold Manhattan, for crying out loud. They understood ownership. They sold Manhattan, the island of Manhattan. They sold it. The Cherokee that are now out in Oklahoma way, you know, the Trail of Tears and stuff like that, they weren't pushed off of their fucking land. They sold it. It was purchased. They sold it. And they were given supplies and money to move. A lot of fucking lies out there. But everybody thinks Plains Indians, Plains Indians, Plains Indians. It's all the freaking same. And it's not. And different Plains Indian tribes look differently. They spoke different languages. They could understand some words, but they spoke different languages. Are y'all still there? I keep getting a flash on my signal running out. I'm going to have to diagnose that in the upcoming days, because that shouldn't be doing that. Okay, she says yes. And then some, yeah, it's glitching. It's steady now. And then another jackwagon is like, well, who cares? Why does it matter? You know, it's the strong is always taking over the weak, and it's like, yeah, I'm not arguing that. I didn't argue that the strong take over the weak. I've even pointed out that the Black Hills, everybody knows the Black Hills. It's Mount Rushmore is in the edge of the Black Hills. It goes Wyoming, the edge of Wyoming, north into a couple other states. And they called it the Black Hills because you're coming across the prairies and there's pines. And they look black. The hills look black. That's why, literally why they're called the Black Hills. They look black from a distance because of the pines. Because there's nothing out in the prairies. It's just grassland. And then you see these hills and they're black because of the pines. But whatever. The last time that area changed hands was in 1776. Yeah. So people, oh, this is our ancestral lands. That's the Native American. This is our ancestral lands. Bullshit. Maybe, probably not, because the various lands, they changed hands time after time. So even if they didn't technically, oh, we don't know that. No, they know territories, and they owned territories. They owned what they could control. So, yeah. This idea that they were like these peace-loving and they only took what they could use. And no, they could use dang near everything they took. They could use it for something. But once that need was done, it was thrown away. Yes, they could use every part of the animal. Yes. But if you've got everything you need, you threw it away. You didn't need to use it. You only used what you needed to use. You could use everything, but you didn't always need to use it, so you threw it away. And they only killed what they needed. Bullshit. They killed as much as they could. As easily as they could. Because they weren't fucking stupid. They lived in harmony. No, no, they didn't. They used to run entire buffalo herds off of, there's a famous place out in the Midwest, just shy of the Continental Divide, where it was known the Native Americans drove entire herds of buffalo off the cliff. And then they went down and they picked up the shit that they needed and called it a day. This whole idea too, you know, that white man came with their guns and they just shot all the buffalo and they just took the hides and they left it, and that would, yeah, you know what? If the Native Americans could have done that, they'd have done that. It was horrible what happened. Gosh darn it, what the hell? This is starting to piss me off. No signal. You son of a mother. I'm going to, okay, I'm going to throw this thumbnail out, and I'm going to get up there, and I'm going to slap the hell out of that camera again. Yeah, it's just because the camera signal and the audio are two different sources. Okay, let me get back in here. Let me get back in here. I look mischievous. Yeah. Yeah. I am. I admit it. I do. Let's go back in here. Now watch this. Now I got to go back in here. Get my properties back. Okay, come out of here. Pop in there. Close it down. And we should be good. See, here we go. I have no idea. None. Why that's doing that. But I'll have to figure that out. Have to figure it out. But we're back. Where was I? Oh, the misconceptions on the Native Americans. Well, they do the same thing with the Central Americans, and it's the same way as people. They don't know that they don't get that there's a difference between the Mayans and the Aztecs. They're not the same people. They're not. And there was a bunch of other ones, and neither of them were really very good. They weren't nice to their neighbors. They act like the Europeans were like the horrible people. No. No, the Mayans and the Aztecs were not good. Were not good peoples. Now, I've talked about this before too. How, you know, the last holdout tribes in the Native Americans, everybody reveres them, and it's like, no, all the other tribes hated them. They hated them. They were the assholes. They weren't the great noble. They were the assholes. They kicked the shit out of the other tribes. They were not well liked. They were not well liked. No. Another interesting point. By the time we went through, like Lewis and Clark, when they went through, during that time period, the Flathead Indians, they didn't have flatheads anymore. The name carried over because the people knew that the other tribes knew that they were called Flatheads because they used to have flatheads. They boarded the children. You know, they put them in the little packs, and they had the boards, and they had flatheads. That's seen in other places around the world too, but wasn't typical up here. So that stood out. They're the Flatheads. And by all accounts, they were pretty mellow tribe. Abenaki on the East Coast, not a mellow tribe. They joined up with the French, and they just wreaked havoc. Some savage sons of mothers. Tonight's coffee, chocolate-covered strawberries from Dunkin' Donuts. Like I'd said earlier, it's going to have to be my special occasion coffee because can't get it anymore. Judy missed the whole story of how we came about it. The missus, she's on vacation this week. One of her planned things that she wanted to do is to go through all of the freezers and throw away the shit that, just go, oh shit, that's been here for 3 years, and then reorganize them and so on and so forth. And she came across that in the kitchen freezer. That's where we keep our coffee, but it'd fallen behind things. Oops. So yeah. And we're now in the ice age again. We stopped making ice cubes for some reason some years back. I don't know why. And it's been really hot this year. Our stand-up freezer in the mudroom is now our ice freezer. So we got a shit ton of ice trays, and the missus has been making ice cubes and then popping them in gallon freezer bags. And now we can have our ice in our drinks and stuff. It's like, yeah. I said, yeah, we need to go, and it's either tomorrow afternoon after I get back from canoeing or Friday. I got to go to the store. I got to get me some whiskey sour fixins, especially now that we got some ice, because I'm going to have myself some whiskey sours. Do you know how many whiskey sours I've ever made in my lifetime? You want to guess? What did somebody guess? Somebody guess how many whiskey sours I've made. Give me a number. Judy says 2. Laurel says hundreds. 0. I have not made a single whiskey sour in my entire life. I drink in them, though. The missus makes my whiskey sours. Yeah, I've never made a whiskey sour. I know how to make them. I've never made one. The missus makes my whiskey sours. I pour my own whiskey because I drink whiskey neat most of the time. That's mine. But whiskey sours, yeah, she makes me my whiskey sours. About time did you miss where I said I know how to make them? I've just never made them. Judy says that's why I said 2, because you have said that the missus makes a mean sour. Right. Yeah. Well, it was a good guess. 2 was a lot better than hundreds. But yeah, I just never have because I know how to make them. The way she makes them, she follows the recipe. It's no slight against her. She's not doing something magical. She's just making a whiskey sour. And they're good. And they are good. I just bring in the whiskey and I say, here, use this. But they were made, exactly. So how the fuck can I make them quite like her? I can't. They were made with love. But yeah, I don't make them. I can. See, there's a difference between me doing something and me not being able to do it. Different thing there. That's like the missus can shovel the driveway. She don't shovel the driveway. I shovel the driveway. I run the snowblower and I shovel shit. She shovels from the front door to the chicken coop, and that's what. Sometimes she'll go to the top of the steps. That's 15, 20 feet. Other than that, I do it. She can mow the lawn. She doesn't. I mow the lawn. Oh, she never mowed this lawn here. I don't recall her ever mowing the lawn. She can do it. But, yeah, she makes the whiskey sours. That makes it special for me. She makes it for me. Not because I can't, not because I don't know how, but because that's what she does. That's what she does. I think that's a fair trade-off. I do the laundry. Yeah, that's right. I do the laundry. Well, why? Because it's in the basement. so I do the laundry. Narrow, steep steps. Knees ain't very good, so. Son of a bitch. Laura says I'll let Tommy mow the lawn once. You know, I'm about fucking tired of this. Seriously, this, God. Yeah. That just, that just chaps my ass. But yeah, whiskey sours. Oh, on a hot day, oh, it's an adult's lemonade. Hold on. Yeah, and I found my other earpiece. It was on the floor. All right, let's see what we got here. Now I got to go here. Got to tell it to... Tell it to do what it's got to do. See, there we go. Hey, I'm back. Sons of mothers. Okay. They're like, you know, John, it's better with that other picture. My first podcasts were audio. Because that's when podcasts were actually podcasts. Podcasts are meant to be listened to, not seen. And then YouTube came along, and then they're like, oh, okay, we can add video to it. But originally the podcasts were just they were like a radio show. And they were on Spotify and the other audio platforms. And people would just listen to them like a regular radio show. That's what a podcast is. Then they added video to it, and that was that. But I was doing my first podcasts were all audio only, so I didn't have to worry about how I looked. My first podcasts were done on a laptop on a TV tray with a crappy mic and headphones at the end of the bed in my bedroom. And I was doing that, and I'm like, I can't do this. Fuck this. So I need a better setup. So I took a corner of my weight room and I put in sound deadening. You've seen my other studio, and then I put my laptop in there, and then I got a better laptop, better microphone, better headsets, I've gone through 4 microphones, I think, till I got this one. Shure SMB7. I've thought about getting one of those, but this one works fine. You can't tell the difference between this one and a Shure SMB7. That's the one like Joe Rogan has and the radio folks have. And then a lot of them, they use podcast microphones, which aren't even as good as this one. But whatever. This one suits my tonal qualities of my voice. Because I don't have a lot of high frequencies, so this works. You know. And then I got a computer with it. Got a dedicated computer for the stuff instead of my laptop. Gave me more options, more power, more processing. That's the one I'm using now. And then I tried to run video there. I put This American Flag was on a stand behind me. That was a pain in the ass. God, it was a pain in the ass. Because you couldn't leave it up there. It's the middle of my weight room. Because my studio was built backwards. See, for video, you want your back to the wall and the camera out there. For audio, you want to be speaking into the wall with the sound deadening, and it doesn't matter what's behind you. So it was flipped. What's best for audio and what's best for videos. Now I got this studio, and it's nice. Oh, you've seen it? Yeah, it's nice. Oh, goodness. Oh, me oh my oh. It's almost 9:30. So, y'all see me again, right? Everybody's all quiet. Now, what the missus would like is she'd like one of those zero-turn mowers. A fucking idiot. This bitch is blocked. Dora Kid, because she liked his comment. She's blocked. I have no tolerance for stupidity. Laurel says, I have one, love it. Yeah, they're wonderful. We can't use one here. On the Young Washington, I wrote, Young Washington beat Supergirl at the box office. Let that sink in. No, really, let it sink in. And Jacob Madigan, followed by one person, I always love it, writes, and Obsession beat Young Washington. What's your point? What a fucking moron. What a fucking moron. The point is that Supergirl was this great movie that had $250 million fucking dollars production value. Young Washington didn't. Had an unlimited, advertising base. It was hyped and hyped and hyped. A fucking moron. I got no patience for morons. One day ago, he posted that. See, I'm not getting notification when people post shit. Yeah. I don't have a big enough following to worry about little ants, and I don't have a small enough following to worry about ants. Excuse me, I just move them along. But yeah, zero turns are great. If you can use them. If you got super hilly, not so great on super hilly. Especially if you got to go at an angle, because they won't work the right way. It won't work the right way. But if you're flat enough to be able to use them, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You get in tight. They tend to have a wider mowing width than comparable standard mowers. Not always, but they tend to. Pretty cool. Yeehaw. They always got the zero turns out when we go to Tractor Supply. They got some nice ones out there. It's like, oh, look at that one. Look at that one there. That was nice. We had to go to Tractor Supply today. I took her on her. That was my drive today. I took her. I went to. Where'd I go? Son of a bitch. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna do this. Went and filled up the tank in the truck, and go and check my mail down in Manchester, and then drove through Manchester, through one side of it and down through Litchfield and a bunch of other places down to Nashua and then back to through Litchfield and Hollis again. And it's a big circle in the lower part of the state, from like the state capital southeast, kind of a lazy loop to west, and then back up to the other side of Manchester, up to state capital again, made a circle, and then went over to Epsom, where that's our Tractor Supply store that we go to. It's outside of Concord. Picked up chicken food and then came home. But, yeah. It was a nice long trip. It was good. Laurel says mostly flat, just a gradual grade out back. Yeah, gradual grades and flat's good. If you get some hills, it's because again you can't go horizontal with the cross the face of a hill with any steepness to it, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way, because it drives and it steers from its back wheels, and its front wheels don't do shit. But yeah, it was a lovely day. We ran the AC in the truck most of the time. It was a bit hot, but hey, it's a modern truck. We have that. We like to run with the windows down, but when it's hot, we keep the windows up and put the AC on mild and just kind of tootle it along. Laurel says, oh, hell no. You must have the lag, too. I think there's a lag tonight. Yeah. I'm not getting up to put the camera back on. Fuck it. It is what it is. Laurel says, I do have a roll bar. No, those are good to have. Those are good to have. They are. They are. Oh, look at that. The Breaking Leather intro. Oh, look at that. That was a good thing. It did not get enough interest for me to keep doing it. Again, Breaking Leather was the name of my first podcast, and it comes from when you draw your gun out of its holster, because it was leather. It's called Breaking Leather. But that was a good logo. I like that logo. It's a good logo. Let's go here. Get back up there. There we go. goodness gracious. Oh, there's nothing there. Oh, there's nothing. It must have been the camera. Thanks for watching. No, I didn't do that. See what we got here. Oh. That sucks. That ain't right. Only internet. There's the internet. Judy says that's pretty cool, the logo. Yeah, I like that one. What do we got here? We've got a microphone is muted, but has no signal. 1 minute ago. No, sorry. It's not the microphone muted, you turd. It's the camera. The camera mic is muted because I'm running audio in through another channel. But there we go. Here we got the internet only. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I just have that whole internet only like that. That's pretty good. Yeah. There she is. There she is. All waxed up, ready to go. All waxed up and ready to go. I'll get up tomorrow morning. Like I said, I think I'm going to go to Massabesic. Judy says pretty slick looking. Yeah, she's classic. She's a classic lady. She got good lines, classic lines. She's a, late 60s to 70s model from Lincoln. What's called a prospector design now. Symmetrical, bow to stern. So I can do it front or back. She was deeper red. Let's go here, deeper red. She was about the color of the inside of this is the inside of the canoe. But a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper red. So almost a burgundy, but it's not quite. And this right here, this isn't dirt. This is fiberglass resin. It's just resin lightness. I've already washed this out, so this ain't going to get any prettier. It's just the way it looks. So we'll take her out. And then I'll see whether she's watertight. Now, as long as if she weeps a little bit, I'm not too worried about it, because she's an old canoe. If I need to patch up some areas, and stop it, I'll do that. And then I'm going to paint the inside tan. So she's gonna have a nice contrast. Wow, this isn't even showing very right. Let's go here, internet on. Go there. Now I'm getting the whole thing. Yeah, this is better. There we go. There we go. The other one was cutting the pictures off. My webbing job here. These were all tore the hell up. Well, let's see if I can bring up the other movie. It's easier this way. Oh, let's do it this way. Because I think I posted it underneath it. Let's do it this way. We'll go to Reels. We'll go to this one. And I believe in the comments I posted up. There we go. So that's how she looks now. Ooh, sexy. But she wasn't waxed at this one. She wasn't waxed. So you can imagine her with a tan interior. She's going to look super sharp. And that's how I'll be sitting here. This will be the front. Or, well, this will be the back, and I'll be here. I'll be sitting here. And I'll be canoeing towards this direction. And not sitting in the back seat. That'll be up here. But this is how she looked. This is how she looked. She was rough. I sanded the shit out of her and did patchworks on both sides, front and back. This is what she looked like inside. And there's the seats. Yeah. And all the wood's now re-oiled, so she's nice. But yeah, those seats, no. Yeah, and there she is. There she is. Look at how she almost looks black, and it's not. That's just sun bake and mold and crap and everything on it. To this. And like I said, this next view right there, that's the direction I'm going to be paddling. Boom. But yeah. Kind of changed a little bit. And she's going to look even better with a tan inside. She's going to look better with a tan inside. Oh, there I am again. So yeah, I've seen camp canoes look a hell of a lot worse than she is. So the missus is very pleased on it. She's proud of the job that I did on her. And when I mentioned the tan, she's like, "Yeah, yeah, she should be painted tan on the inside. That'll really make those webbing seats stand out. It'll make the outside of the canoe look even better because contrast against the tan instead of the gray or the red there." So I'll tape everything off. And I'm figuring 2, maybe 3 cans of, I don't know if it's Krylon or Rust-Oleum. It's one of those brands. It's their camo stuff. So it'll be a flat camo tan. So it won't reflect the light because it's not going to be glossy. Keep it cooler on the inside. Offer a nice contrast. But not be so reflective of, because it's a lighter color, that's going to be hard on the eyes. It'll be easy on the eyes, but it won't be glossy. And then, of course, I got my North Star kneeling pad, and that'll go above front of my seat so I can go back and forth. I use it either I have it in my North Star as well, though I don't kneel in it. But it takes the pressure off your knees, and I can put stuff on it. It doesn't slide all over the place. It's a good thick pad. It's black. I'll put that in there. And like I said, I'll take videos. Oh, Lord Almighty. I'll take videos and splice them all together for y'all so that you guys can see the trip, see my time out on the water. I was going to throw that canoe away. I was gonna cut it in half and throw it in the dumpster. But I was like, I grew up with the canoe, so it's like, okay, let's see if I can save her. I think she's saved. We'll see. We'll see officially tomorrow. Yeah, she was pretty well. You saw the pictures of her. She was in rough shape. I knew it was going to take a lot of work. I still didn't get it sanded down to where I should have. I was supposed to take a Dremel to every single spider crack, and there was 15 billion of them, and it's like, no, I just tried to get the worst of them done. Try to get the worst of them done. So we'll see. By golly. Laurel says, I think you did a great job. She looks good. No, she looks, especially from the road. You go by and like, oh, my neighbors have even commented on, like, oh, she's looking nice. It's like, yeah. She's like me. Don't get too close. I look better the further you get from me. So, but yeah, she is a modern boat red. Where she used to be deep red. Deep red. Now she's kind of what would be considered a classic canoe red now, but wasn't back in the day. They were darker. So she kind of looks modern with classic lines. But you'll notice this is a new canoe design. You notice how the bow doesn't come up. It's slight. This is really from the horizontal here to the bow and the stern. It really goes up. It's a very classic canoe design. Modern canoes don't have it. They're flatter unless they're a prospector. But they're generally still not quite as pronounced as the Lincoln is. But she's an old gal. She's an old gal. She's an old gal. She is. Welcome to my world where I have to keep checking things and see what people are doing. And I hate it. Tells me it's something that's like, yeah, somebody posted this, somebody posted that. I haven't been notified of the posts that are in the back room. The Cowboy's back room. Ta-da. There we go. There's the Cowboys' back room. Now, Laurel knows it. Judy knows it. Because they post in it. I got a bunch of folks in there. This is where all the cool kids go. Folks who follow my content but do not necessarily participate or they haven't set themselves apart from an average person. They don't have access to this. This is there was my. See, I dug that out. This is all filled in with concrete now. That goes to the side door of my house. See, there it is. That's the way it looked like before from the inside looking out. That's my new screen door. Yay! Yay, I built that. But yeah, it had grown right up, and I said, I bet you they got some freaking. Bet you there's a sidewalk underneath there. As it turned out, there wasn't a sidewalk underneath there. Usually there is. When you see things like this, if you can get rid of the grass, there's usually a sidewalk underneath it. But what happened is dirt will go over it and then the grass will grow on it. But as you can see right here, there was no there was no sidewalk there. This right here is a metal culvert thing. It's a drainage that went down. So I think what they had to do is they probably replaced it at some time, and they just they just filled this back in with dirt. So I got it now. I think. I thought I posted up new pictures of it. By golly, I thought I posted up new pictures of it. Well, maybe it's underneath it. Let me see here. No, there's no. Let's see if there's any pictures down in here. There's nothing there either. Yeah, I made a joke about this. It's said proof that you don't have to nag to have your man get something done. I built and installed the new screen door on that side of the house. I used scrap 2x4s that I ripped the edges square, and this project was only on my to-do list for 10 years. And literally it was from the time that I had moved into the house, or shortly after, a year or two. I said, I'm going to put a screen door on there. And they did. It's an old house, so no off-the-shelf screen doors fit. So I had to build it. So there it is. I finally get around to it this year. I got another handle here now. It's actually got a screen door latch, so it stays shut. But yeah, I thought I had posted up a new picture of the. This reminded Laurel of me, and it does. It's a cowboy boot, but I don't wear square toes. And this is a kayak, and I have a canoe. But if I put a canoe here and my normal boots here, it looks like me. Looks like the New Hampshire rivers that I go canoeing on. But yeah, that's where all the cool kids hang out. The Cowboy's back room. Cowboy's back room. By invitation only. You cannot buy your way in. You got to be invited. We got a handful of people in there. Hey, let's see our numbers. Earnings. Oh, $381.54 in the past rolling 28. Boy, I'm just rolling in the dough. Audience, let's see here. 34,428. 428. I don't know when we'll break 35. Don't know. Maybe by the end of the month. Don't know. For a while there, I was getting 1,000 a day. Not a day. 1,000 a week. 1,000 a day. 1,000 a week. Yipper skipper. Well, it's almost time to close. I am so sorry about the video crapping out like that. That's kind of pissing me off. I don't know if it's overheating. Shouldn't. It was hotter the last day. Last Wednesday was way hotter. Didn't glitch out. So I'm gonna have to see what's up with that. But she's shutting down, and that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So was there any other questions? Peggy didn't show up today. A bunch of people aren't showing up. I've already talked to Laurel. I may be cutting down to 1 day a week. We'll have to see how it goes. Because if people aren't going to show up, I got better things to do with my time. It's not fair to me. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. We will see. Well, is that it? Drew says, I don't blame you. Or says, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I try to be as generous as I can. I really do. But yeah. And my videos aren't the shows aren't getting really any views after showtime. It's not like people going to show up later and they watch. No, they're not watching them. And hey, it doesn't hurt my feelings. If they don't want to watch it, they don't want to watch it. It is what it is. But it'd be pretty stupid of me to keep putting in the time when nobody's showing up. Not that you gals don't matter, but the group is getting smaller and smaller. Don't know why they stopped coming. Nothing changed. The shows are exactly the same as they've always been. Laurel thinks it's summertime and everybody's doing stuff, and that might be the case. That might be the case. I thought about putting it on Facebook, but then you run into they can shut down my show at any time, and you got to deal with the riffraff. On YouTube, generally we don't get too much riffraff in YouTube, yeah, or Facebook, yeah. Going to get a lot more issues to deal with. So, don't know. I mean, it could pay me more. I'll have to look into it and see whether it pays me to do that. But I'm definitely going to have to see about what's up with that camera. Laura says, we understand it's more fun when we have more people. I like the information, your rants when needed. Yeah, yeah, I do go on rants from time to time. So yeah, I mean, I just got to think things through and see what's going to be best. Kind of pisses me off because it's not like people don't have YouTube. Everybody has YouTube. Everybody has YouTube. But yeah, I'll be up bright and early tomorrow morning, getting ready to get out on the water. I think it's going to be Massabesic. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Massabesic. And I'll video for y'all. But all right. I'm going to close down for the evening. Thank y'all for showing up. Keep hitting YouTube, or keep hitting Facebook. Tired. And Drew says, can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it out in the water myself. Like I said, it's been a long time. Been a long time. So it pisses me off. I had to, cleaning out my father's place. It's like, Jesus Christ. So much shit. Nothing could be saved. Old people, they think, oh, it's treasure. It's not fucking treasure. It's not treasure. Shit goes to crap. Leave a canoe out in the baking sun, rain and snow and sleet and mold and mildew for 30 years, and you're gonna kill it. Same way with power tools. Keep it unused in a basement someplace. It's gonna kill it. You're not gonna be able to use it. Everything goes to shit. But hopefully I saved this. Laura says, good night, sleep well. We're waiting to see the video. Me too. With that, I'm going to cut it tonight, and God bless and take care.